So today I want to talk about personality and more specifically the Myers-Briggs type indicator. And this is just because it's the one that's most applicable to me. And essentially what this is a test in which you have 1 out of 16 personality types which you're categorized by. And you're able to answer questions truthfully about the way that you generally behave. And you can do this a number of times to see if it's just an anomaly or that's generally how you act. And the different categories are whether you're introverted or extroverted. So, for example, whether you're energized by social interactions or a bit more drained from it, and also intuitive versus observant. So, this could be whether you're more likely to look at different ideas and are very future orientated in the intuitive sense, or whether you're more observant and looking more at the practical side of things. And then the other is feeling versus thinking. So, whether you're more likely to lead with your emotions or through logical reasoning. And then the final is judgment and perceiving. So this a lot of time is whether you're more structured or more planned in the things that you do compared to being more spontaneous. And for me personally, I did this test a number of times and I found out that I was an INFJ. And essentially what this is personality type in which you can often have a very deep sense of purpose and you want to talk about very deep, meaningful conversations. And sometimes, especially I found that when this isn't the case, you can definitely feel a bit lost and a bit out of touch with everyone else because it's also deemed one of the rarest types. And as well as this, another deep characteristic of this is the fact that you want to, for example, avoid conflict. And this kind of links to my earlier video in which I spoke about niceness, because sometimes the reason why you're willing to be nice, even though it may not be the best outcome, is because you want to avoid any conflict taking place. Another aspect of it is sometimes that you're so interested in trying to help other people that it can sometimes come at the expense of yourself. So that's just a brief introduction into that personality type. And I can put a link below to show you more about this and other types as well. And there's three main reasons why I decided to create this video. And the first one is because I found this helped me so much because I've definitely felt very isolated sometimes. And if it helps me, it probably will help someone else as well. The second reason is because, especially with this personality type, a lot of times it can be very isolating in the sense that it's quite rare. On top of the fact that you can often feel very misunderstood in what you're saying, and then combined with the fact that we generally find it quite difficult to open up with our emotions as well, which essentially means that you are very alone a lot of the time. So hopefully this video will just show that there are definitely other people like that as well. And the third thing as well is for other personality types to get a bit more of an insight into the way in which INFJs in general think and react. And I think it's also important to realize that, of course, this is not an exhaustive list of who you are. There are many different aspects of how you think and how you behave. But I just think that it's a very good introduction into who I am, and hopefully it will help others do the same as well.